So once again, I have a dirty paw here. I had to borrow dirt from another pot because Walmart, in its brilliance, decides that even in southern states where it's hot all the time, that gardening season ends in June or so. And this year, like, we weren't even really allowed to go in the garden center. So, which I don't understand that. It's like, there's a virus. Close the garden centers. We don't want them getting healthy. But yeah, they don't sell potting soil, like, except for in little tiny bags after a point. And the one down here, for some reason, is a real stickler about that, and I don't really understand that. I wanted to say, NSERV made an awesome video about the planet, about Earth, about nature, and he said I have permission to share it, but I don't want to share it until after Saturday night, because I know he's going to share it on his show. So I want him to do that first, and who knows, I might even get on there and talk Saturday night. If I don't look weird, if my hair doesn't look weird or something. But this is, I just dropped one on the ground. This is organic fenugreek. And it has many health benefits. You can look them up online. Two of those health benefits are for diabetics and for sexual libido. And I don't have a problem with either one of those things. But anyways, I love how it tastes, and I'll show you later on today. I have a few things I need to do this morning and this afternoon, but like later this evening I'll show you how you can cook with the seeds. But they call this, in the Asian countries, or Indian countries, Meiti, or Mai Tai. I'm not sure how they pronounce it, and now, after what happened the other day, I'm afraid to look it up. Never mind. But, you just kind of sprinkle a whole bunch of it on a pot, just like this. And then you get your finger dirty again by just kind of swirling it in. You really don't have to cover it, because this is very soft seed. Even when it's completely dried, it's pretty soft, and it picks up any moisture. And this soil is very moist. It's been raining like crazy here. But this will grow sprouts that you can eat. You can put them in soup, you can put them in salad, you can put them in a casserole. You can put them on a sandwich, like in place of lettuce. They're really good, and really good for you. And I hate to say this, I don't want to bring it up, but it will make your bodily excretion smell like maple syrup. So if that happens, don't be alarmed. It's completely normal. I was just saying. And I'm talking all of your bodily excretions. Even, you know, just anything. So, there we go. And in a couple days, we'll have some sprouts to eat. I just did this whole long video. I mean, I must have been talking for 15 minutes. And I wasn't even videotaping. I had just taken a photo. This is Commelina Erecta. It is Japanese dayflower, or Asian dayflower, or widow's tears. And the plant is edible. The whole plant is edible. The roots are like a starchy root, and they get kind of mushy when you cook them, I guess, and they don't sound very desirable to me, but these are desirable to me. These are the top tender parts. You know, you can put these flowers and these top leaves in your salad. They're very tender. And then the bottom leaves are more suitable for soup or casserole or quiche or whatever you want to put them in. And it's sort of like spinach. It's like when it's bigger, it's tougher, and when it's smaller, it's real tender for a salad, you know. And I have something buzzing by me somewhere, but I don't see what it is. The sun's right in my eyes here. But they have antibacterial properties, so you could, use them, make them as a salve. And also, it says that you can use them as an oral contraceptive, but man, I don't even know if that, how would you go about doing that? I mean, I don't know. But the flower buds also here are edible. The whole plant is edible. You can eat the stems, like these top tender parts here. You can tell the color. See how it gets lighter as it goes to the top? This is tender, and you'd have to cook the bottom parts, just like the bottom leaves. Now, I was talking about racism and thinking you're better than anybody else, and maybe that everybody should just take it upon themselves to just treat others like you would want to be treated. And it has nothing to do with religion or being better than somebody else, or where you came from, how much money you have. Just make it a rule. Every time you do anything to somebody else or interact with other people, just ask yourself, is this how I would want to be treated? And I think that things would be a lot better. And I was also talking about the fires out west, and that people say, oh, well, this is just a earth, cycle that the earth's going through. It has nothing to do with us, and that's just not true. It's not. We have deforested this land. We've pumped chemicals into the ground. We've poisoned it. We've poisoned the air. We've poisoned the water. We've poisoned the soil. We've used up the soil to where they're saying unless we fix the soil, there won't be any agriculture here after 2050. We won't be able to grow food. There won't be any bees. There won't be any honeybees because of all the pesticides we use and the diseases that we've caused wild plants to get. And I was talking about the other day about how scientists just released GMO mosquitoes in Florida, that they're saying that this is going to wipe out all mosquitoes. Well, did they ever stop and think that bats need mosquitoes, birds need mosquitoes, frogs need mosquitoes, and if you kill the birds and the frogs and the bats, then there's other things that eat them and plus, birds redistribute fish to, dried up lakes and rivers, because, if you get a drought, the river dries up. You ever notice, I'm sure you all live near a waterway that dries up, and then it gets water in it again. Suddenly, then there's fish again. Well, that's not just magical. I mean, these birds, actually fly those fish eggs to those waterways and deposit those fish in there. It's not just something magic. And, they're messing with a whole ecological chain. And that's, to me, is very scary. I'm surrounded by people in my neighborhood that have these companies come out and spray pesticides all over their yard just so they can't be inconvenienced by mosquitoes or by any other kind of insects. And it's just wrong, and you can sit there and say to yourself, oh, it's just me doing it, so it's okay. It's okay because it's just me. But it's not just you. It's everybody doing it. And these little fellows right here depend on us. They do. If it were not for humans, everything would be fine here. I mean, we've destroyed this planet, and it's time we turned it around. I mean, you can see as evidence, you know, at the beginning of the lockdown, how much more clear the water and the air got. And that was because we weren't in it. You know, this earth does not need us, and I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. There was nothing written anywhere ever, in any book, in any prophecy, in anything, that this human race would go on forever. And we are literally destroying ourselves. We're destroying our resources, therefore destroying ourselves. And, you know, it makes me laugh that astronauts keep looking for other planets for us to live on once we destroy this one. It's like, well, why don't we just do things to try to not do that? And this is the only Earth we have. It's just stupidity not to. I might do another video later, but I just wanted to tell you about the Commelina Erecta. And I just think these are beautiful. They are, and the honeybees sure do love them. And the little smaller butterflies. Sorry, I twig ant. The little smaller butterflies love them too. But these twig ants here will just bite the crap out of you, and they'll leave a big welt on you, and it takes days to go away. And oh, I hate them things. They drive me crazy. And it seems like they're just hell-bent on biting me. Every time I come outside, it's like I get at least one on me. They drive me bananas. And no, I'm not going to spray for them, because guess what? I can just knock it off my arm, just like I just did. And something, I'm sure, eats those. You know, I mean, why are we destroying things that we don't have to? Why are we destroying the only planet that we have to live on? You know, they say that we're the intelligent race. Well, I'm not so sure.